I don't know what got him to say this. Psychological trauma and suffering. Okay. The reason I'm dealing with this is because if Allah helped us understand stuff, maybe part of our area of influence is to help some kind of way. Because maybe in motivation, maybe, what we are with, maybe to at least relieve some of the psychological trauma and suffering. Right? Yeah. Maybe we're not going to be diverted from Muslim Parliament fundraiser, but it might be. You don't know why they put this in here. You don't know whether it's a call for help, or you don't know whether it's a baited trap. It doesn't make a difference. It don't divert us from where we're going. And, if we can get to enough of our people, it just may be that America could become a type of Nineveh type, the people. You see what I mean? We can never, the Quran says never, when they sent Joseph and their brothers back, the daddy said never give up hope of Allah's soothing mercy. For no one gives up hope except those who have no faith. Sure, you might say, hope at Negro, you know the history. Hope at white folks, you know the history, yes.
And then when Yaqub said that, his son was saying, man, something wrong with you. You old dotard or something. You still talking about that stuff, man, about you should be gone for 30 years. What's wrong with you? But that ain't how it turned out, though.
Hey, one thing that you can learn is don't never waste your time worried about name calling. All the prophets and all the good people, they said, man, that guy is crazy. The man is bewitched. The man is a liar. This man here, they said, this guy here, man, he's a buffoon. He's a clown, he's a buffoon. Man, he's bewitched. Did you hear what he's talking about? Man, one God. All the gods we got in here getting all this money. And he want us to mess with one and cut off all them other 359? That don't make no mathematical sense at all. Right? And it didn't. Everybody went, yeah, that's right, man. Okay. Importance of goals, of course. It's not that we didn't have goals before, but our goals are different. If you go back 10 years ago, technically all the literature on this starts on the second phase, around 2007 and 8 and 9. But the first stage starts in 2002. So we have a 5-year period to where we get things ready for that first stage. That's when abdul-Malik is all thrown off, and then he finally leaves in 2008. Okay, so for the next 5 years again, 4 or 5 years, we arrange it. See, because it's only 2013, in the middle of the year, when they start acting on what we want them to act on the second phase. First of all, so we had to tease them, yeah, Abdul-Malik run off, left us all this property, and y'all helped us buy it. Oh, they was mad, because that's rule number 1. Don't leave nothing. When people leave, they try to leave you broke. Of course, it's never happened. Why? Because we know they're going to leave, and we know that if you're here, you're going to help build up something. So they got to take that back. That's why everything they've been doing has been in destroying property, dealing with finance, dealing with all of that. That's what it's all been. Because that's what we told them to do. Okay? And now, so we've been focused all the time. But now, that was dealing with encirclement and suppression, counter encirclement and suppression, one after another. Now, we add a whole new phase. All of those things have transpired, happened, and we've already explained the stuff 2 or 3 times. Think about it, we've explained this stuff. Because the first time, 10 years ago, we was already explaining. They could go back to then and explain the same things, the first stage of all of this already. What was that about? Air war, we're gonna use the mind, ain't no more, and we just gonna run this stuff over and over again. Why? Because when you get out of line, they just bump you off sometime. Not sometime, let's say. Most of the time, tell the truth, when you get too far out of line with Europe, he finished you off. So here's what we say. We gotta ease up on him till we put a little out here, a little out there. And after about a year, we got the whole story told. Therefore, if he do anything to us, the people can listen to everything and it'll explain the whole thing. And if he do something to us, it'll be worse than if he leave us alone. You see what I mean? We did that 3 times in a row. This is not the third, but this is about the 3rd time in this transition, encirclement suppression. So we believe that we tied their hands. They can't do anything. First of all, what do they think? We're going to do this, we're going to make them do this, we're going to make them do that. They can't make us do nothing. Why? We've never responded to anything. That's what we tell our friends in Iran. You don't have to respond to nothing. We're going to give you another sanction. You say something when you get ready. Right? You do something when you get ready. You don't have to say, y'all broke the rule, y'all did this. No, you build up a nice sympathy. Oh, we try to comply. You go all around the world we just try our best to comply with the big United States. Look what they did. Oh my goodness, look what they did over and over again. Till everybody know the story, right? Then when they come and try to come at you again, you done told everybody. And everybody know in detail and everybody agrees with you. They got to get a little bit more sophisticated than that, but they're not doing too bad. I mean, let's set aside, hey man, strategic alliances and all that. Iran is in pocket in that area. He's in pocket. And we probably may not mention no more about just keep our mouth shut. You know why? Because they already doing it. Well, set aside me and you, it's okay. Yes.
In the sanctions that they put on Iran in the beginning, and Iran survived it, and now they're doing the same thing to everybody else they did to Iran. Sanction, sanction, sanction. And then everybody there with them. Because they keep using that same sanction stuff, and then everybody getting together trying to form or something to take care of, to counter them sanctions.
Okay, they got Russian sanctions.
Right.
You know, the sun, you should hear the sound, the sun never set on the British Empire. The sun never set on Russia. Russia is 8 time zones. 8. It's 6 million something, 100,000 square miles. The U.S. is only 3 million and something. With Alaska, Alaska is 1/4 the size. That's with Alaska. Afghanistan, Russia is back there. Just, hey, y'all. Russia is giving Afghans weapons and patting them on the back. And oh, we sure was wrong. We was over here before. Lord knows we won't do that no more. Can I help you? You want to shoot some Americans? My goodness. Well, I can't give you nothing to shoot no Americans, but here's something to shoot everybody but Americans. Now, if you want to take the anti-American sight off of that, that's okay with us. Right? Syria? They don't want to talk about that. That is a big deal. That is a big deal. Okay, now, and remember, Russia was mad about Libya. Does a homeboy? Oh, y'all want to do this, that, okay. We ain't going to do it no more. The strategic alliance, you got to look at what's happened. The whole Middle East. And then, Saudi Arabia has got the worst record in the world. I'm going to tell Qatar what to do. And Qatar didn't held on. They got too much money, and they ain't sparing it. And they force it. The thing is this: you sanction this guy, that guy. If it's 100 people in the room, and you sanction 15 of them, you're going to have 15 of them, now they got a crew. And all the rest of your 85 is not all together, but all the sanctioned ones is together. They home folks, they pulling each other, you see what I mean? And they made everybody independent. Iran is independent and going now into another level of independence. Oh, you shot a rocket from the Space Center to put satellites out. We told them, you have to go get your satellites out there. They put it in the newspaper too. Said Negro, they said out from Chicago, that's wrong. It don't make no difference. The Negro said, because they came out with Argo, remember, and they was making Iran. I said, y'all get mad about all this stuff. Don't worry about it. They said this, oh, they was jumping up and down. I said, don't worry about it. So, the conference, I said, look. They said, well, maybe we can piggyback on RT, which they do get a little play there. But, I said, just put your own satellite out there. And you put everybody, you put Hezbollah, everybody got kicked off the other white man's satellite, right? You put your own satellite out there. Next day the guy came to office, not office, place we used to meet. There was a little plastic globe on the couch or something. He said he did this, and this. He said, we have to put 3 satellites out in order to make sure, you know what I mean? Because one is out there, they need a little blank, but they got to have for their technology at that time. So they just put one up. They've been putting stuff up for years. You can't do that because you could use a satellite. You could use this for that. Well, that's why we say everybody that they sanction just develop a space program. If you can go to outer space, you can sure shoot somebody down on the next block, right? Iran didn't have the Imam Khomeini Space Center. People pay attention to what we say. Inside America and outside America. So, in this correct speech, some of my friends may be acting funny from time to time, but we would rather put them on the back burner because of the other good stuff. You know, if it says for us, if you do the right thing, Allah will make your deeds all right. Okay? if they mess up a few times, and stuff we don't like, but they're doing a whole other crew of things, maybe the same go for them. Allah can leave us with all our sins, boy, they can show us these. So, there's something that's very important too. You should never forget. Sometimes people that are saying certain things to certain people's enemies, they want them to say those things for some reason. Because see, when you get up in the global management and stuff, oh, a lot of little stuff change around. You know, and it's pretty sophisticated stuff going on. All I know is we're on the right road. We're going to reconnect with the people as part of community development, super duper public relations, and what else? We've already taught Star Trekism, but we haven't taught it in detail. For the last decade, we've carried the government farther than it wanted to go, than it was. Okay, so now we done really carried the government way ahead of where they're comfortable. In other words, we out there in outer space, and they are too, and they're more uncomfortable out there than we are, because they're comfortable where they control everything. Can you imagine, just think of this. Let's say them, that means everybody on 18, the South Africans, Sri Lanka, I don't care, everybody. And we over here by ourselves, right? And it's still 50-50. We can influence them. They can influence us a little bit, but they got all of that. And that's all they can do. That's wonderful. That's not bad. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed the community. And we're proud, number two, but we're grateful. Remember the hadith when the dwarfs was there and the prophet went in the Sajda, because I'm thinking a lot that I'm not one of them. He didn't say, oh, stay away from the dwarfs. You know, we was over to Negro Circus. And one of the guys was a midget, you know. My sister right here was, and I was just shaking his hand, laughing, talking like we homeboys. I said, you don't do nobody like that if a guy's already a midget and you gonna be, I can't touch that stuff. I got no way to do human beings. You know what I mean? In fact, you treat him just like you treat everybody else. So you know, whatever it is, you're all right with me. You're a midget, I got other little things about me, but we all right. You know what I mean? This is insanity that people will have these, I don't call them prejudices, but so when we see the midgets who are suffering, no, they put this out. I hate to keep mentioning it, but I didn't even read it at first, remember? I don't want to, but I still have to tell you the truth. I haven't read no more than a line or two because I can't get past the trauma. Trauma and suffering. This is unbelievable. Okay, we're facing the whole United States government and all of its Saudi friends and the Zionists. and they call us by name. We at the top of their list. And we are having no trauma and no suffering.
From invisibility.
Yeah, because they won't give us, look, we can't get on, them niggas on postage stamps, on airmail, everything. And they invisible, they mad, they sad. And you can't find us, they won't put us on a garbage can top. Right? Yeah, so it's your garbage can, you put on there who you want. Nobody wants to be on your garbage can. Right? It's the attitude. Okay. But if there's any truth in this, then we have to help. It don't matter whether it's a trick to try to divert us. Nobody's going to divert us from what we're doing. We're doing that. That's what we're doing. But imagine if anybody wanted to talk to one of the Negroes and give them any kind of spiel. Say, man, if that's true, Imam Musa has some skill in that. He knows how to help with that type of thing, and without even, he ain't gonna step on nobody's toes, ain't gonna name call, you just love every minute of it. Because if we can get to Negroes, the people that's with the chief long forgot their whole mission. Everybody, they stole the mission from them. That's why they would even say that. They feel stupid because they didn't guess.
They allowed the immigrant community to divert them from their mission. And then you mad, you should be mad yourself. Why you let them do that?
Well, let them do that and look at all the power, all the money, and they ain't doing nothing with it. They're afraid to even ask Americans, hey, try this Islam, it's good for you. But now America needs a message more. All the Negroes can go to everybody. They are Americans. Right? They are Americans. They even got the flag on half of them side. Fine, somehow. This is the message, right? This is what God said to do. You go and you say the word is straight. Not every word has to be cute, low down niggas. Right? But they're believers because it says taqullah. Use taqwa, right? It don't make no difference what they call us. We still use the Quran for everything we do. You know what I mean? So who cares? We can teach them that. We can teach them that. Because they grew up in a society that we want to be accepted. We want to work within the system. Okay, you worked in the system. What did you get? So this is where we want to go. And goal settings, goal clarity, goal difficulty, and goal commitment. Imagination, redesign or design your own system with your own imagination. That's where we're headed with Allah's help. And answer ain't gonna do it. Mighty brain them ain't gonna do it. Where are they at anyway?
I ain't seen or heard about Mighty Bray in years.
Imam moved these janazah.
That's about the last time I saw him too, and he, remember the big hugs?
See, I ain't heard or seen him in years. You talking about Imam moved these funerals for years. I don't know what he doing there.
Okay, they use everybody up for, our presence will explain all of that without us saying. See, we don't have to tell everybody. This comes from being a good, real human being. Okay, we don't have to mention it. Okay, y'all made a mistake. Don't sweat it. Everybody makes mistakes. You are not as sophisticated as the government. The government been misleading people. Government's misleading people. They use the same technique from, you just didn't read it in the Quran. You read it but didn't know what you was reading. That's all. So I believe that's our next mission, and we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And as we say, probably by the end of the week, we'll go there and try to take care of our legal stuff, and get everything set up. But a month from now, a little over a month, when we go back, we'll be staying there to reopen Oakland. We'll start with a program. And we may start with just having the Masjid open for prayer, and we'll have a program maybe once a month. And then we'll open up full-fledged, maybe by the first of the year. Salatul Jummah, this, that, and other. But we're going to build everything up and have a nice time. And we'll soothe the people that we don't give us any money. So what? Keep it. It's going to cost you behind anyway. We're going to talk about it so bad. We're going to wish you gave it back. So, thank y'all very much. Aqulu qawli hadha wa astaghfirullah li wa lakum. And just before we close this,
You talking about getting out of space?
uh,
You know what came to my mind?
what was it?
Remember that song back in the 70s? Ground Control, the Major Tom?
Major
Tom was out there in space waiting by himself, and he was tripping, boy. He never seen no stuff like that. He tripping. That's just how the white man is. He out there, man, he tripping.
We'll see.